Are we live?
And recording, Todd. It is Get Virtual. We are live, yes. Again, broadcasting to the entire world.
Thousands upon thousands, maybe millions of people are watching this. This
oh,
is
absolutely.
Great.
Well, we have really good messages for them today because we are rooting for Reno and spotlighting some of the incredible things that are happening in that community.
Oh, awesome. You know what? I just want to talk a little bit about some of the positivity we've seen that's come on. You know, we've been getting a lot of great comments about the show. This is the third one we've done or fourth one. I can't remember. But I was going to read a couple of them to you, some of the comments that we've got from people.
Okay.
So we got Jack says, really great show. Megan is awesome. Keep up the good work. Then we have Scott was saying, Megan is doing a great job. Keep it up. Sally said, Megan is unbelievable. Keep up the great work. So, you know, obviously they love us, right? Well,
they love us. Without you, we don't have we.
Ah, yes, of course. No, it's all good stuff. We're getting a lot of good feedback, actually, from a lot of people. So, you know, we're trying to pass on the positivity and make sure people know about all the great things going on in the area, especially in this new reality we're in. So, you know, we love hearing those stories. You know, we love seeing those comments. Please share us and let people know what's happening.
Yeah.
I was going to see here. You sent me a neat little video, and I was going to share it really quick. And this is kind of neat because the world has kind of come to a situation where, you know, human beings aren't around. So now all of a sudden, the bears have to do the work.
I love
Yellowstone. That. Look at that. That's perfect placement right there.
Do you like the nose tap at the end?
I know. Just awesome. Love the fact that, you know, this stuff's going on out there. And, and you know, I have seen other Facebook posts where, do it again? Let's see if I can get it again.
I think it's one of those things too where how are these videos even captured? I'm just amazed by it, right?
It's only had 3 million views.
A bear in Yosemite using his teeth, propping it back up, paw on the bottom, nose tap to center. Definitely brought some smiles for sure and some laughs.
Oh yeah, great times. That's you know, and I've seen also in other areas of the country, it's kind of neat. Maybe one of the major benefits of this, you know, nature is like, well, if the humans aren't going to be out, maybe we'll just kind of walk around and enjoy this time, right? So
putting nature to work.
Exactly. So who do we have for guests today, Megan?
So we have an incredible lineup. Again, the name of this segment or show is called Rooting for Reno, and the guests include collaborative individuals who brought restaurants together, local business owners who are really stepping up, supporting those in need, and then we have a wonderful closing statement, inspiring words from Mayor Hilary Schieve. So we've got an awesome lineup, and I think on that note, we should definitely bring in some of our guests to highlight and spotlight what they're doing and give us a sneak peek. And look, here we are. We have Kaya and Kevin Stanley, and then we also have Anton, owner of Rounds Bakery. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Thanks for having us.
No worries.
Yeah, great to see you virtually.
Well, this is the new reality, right? So, you know, we're out here. Socialization doesn't have to stop. You know, we don't have to. The community doesn't stop. You know, the business doesn't stop. People are still here. We're still out doing things. Yeah, we got the social distancing thing going on, but we can still reach out and talk to people. And you guys are pretty amazing. Not only are you existing, but you're doing a lot to give back to the community. Kaya, I mean, I know you got Feed Our Heroes. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what you guys are doing? I mean, it's just an amazing story.
Yeah, it started because we also own Rue Bourbon in Midtown, and one of our musicians is a single mom who with 4 kids, and she runs the respiratory ICU unit at St. Mary's. And when she started telling us about what she was going through, and she had to quarantine herself from her children, and because of the population she works with, she can't even go into the rest of the hospital. She can't go to a grocery store. So Kevin and I said, what can we do? Can we bring you food? And that's how it started. She said, yes. please bring meals. So we started there, and then I work with Renown, so we started also bringing meals to Renown. We did it for like a week, and then we called Anton and Mark Esty and all the people we know and said, hey, let's start this Feed Our Heroes thing. And the community just came together, and every single day of the week, we're providing a minimum of 130 meals between those 3 hospitals. And then we're also now covering Carson, Tahoe, and also Northern Nevada.
That's extraordinary. Extraordinary. And to Anton, to pass it on to you, you're one of those restaurant owners, a part of this program.
Yeah, so happy to be a part of it. It seems like, in Reno, when we're struck by tragedy like this, or like the floods or whatever, we really come together. And this is, it's been amazing as it gains more and more awareness, how many people want to contribute or participate in it. And when Kevin and Kaya reached out and they said, oh, well, we could use some bread to make sandwiches. And I go, well, we're quite well equipped to do this. And so we had a lot of fun just on that first day saying, oh my gosh, we need a delivery. And I said, well, I've got 130 sandwiches ready to go. So we delivered, and that sort of kicked it off. And the types of, I've got friends that are wanting to participate in the delivery of it now with Finish Line Deliveries, is volunteering to send their drivers down to Carson and deliver there. So it's amazing that, it's not amazing. I expect it from Reno. I'm used to it from Reno. We are Reno strong, so very resilient.
Well, that was amazing. So I was reading somewhere, it's like almost like $2,000 a day to actually feed all the shifts. Now, is that for just Renown and St. Mary's, or is that for a hospital?
That's not all the shifts. It's $2,000 a day to barely get one shift at each hospital. So wow. So we take donors. And the other part about this was the small businesses in this community were very hard hit, obviously. And so we are also taking sponsors to pay for the meals. So it also helps reimburse some of the costs to the restaurants for labor and their costs. So we charge $5 per meal, and we reimburse when we can. Some of the restaurants don't ask for any reimbursement, and sometimes we just can't, but they still deliver. And so that's a minimum of touching one shift, and that's not every first responder. So we are actively getting more sponsors so that we can grow this and get all of them fed.
So a couple things there. Do you know approximately how many shifts there are? It might depend on each hospital. And then secondly, where can people become sponsors, donors for this platform?
So there's at least 3 shifts at each hospital. And there's different numbers on each shift. And like I said, we're just getting the bare minimum. It would probably be $10,000 a day. I don't know if I'm about $10,000. It's a lot. We're not touching this. We're not scratching the surface of this. But they're very thankful when we do bring it. They're so thankful that we're thinking of them. And I know I speak for Anton and us when I'm like, we're so amazed that they're surprised, because to us, they're the heroes. I mean, they're the ones away from their families, putting themselves in harm's way. I feel like it's the least we can do. But people can donate or sponsor by going to feedourheroes.com. And then we also do have the option through Community Foundation. If someone wants to make a large donation and needs to get the tax write-off, we do have Community Foundation. We have a landing page there that they can donate through that.
Wow. Cool. Now, something I was thinking about, this, obviously you see the straightforward thing of feeding, the hospital workers, but I'm also thinking of all the trickle down stuff. You're helping out the restaurants, because Anton, I'm sure you're in the same boat as all of us, business owners, where you've got employees you want to take care of, and trying to have any kind of money coming in so you can actually, hopefully give them something to do so you can take care of them. This is on so many different levels, such an amazing project. And, and I major hats off to you guys to see this need and be able to make that adjustment during this time of a bit of chaos.
Yeah, absolutely. We have 80 employees, mostly because we have huge contracts with the university, with the casinos, with Tesla and Panasonic. And as all of those dried up, we saw our revenue shrink 70-80%, and it's still declining a little bit. But so you want to keep your people employed. You have all this great food. It just made logical sense to feed those that need it. And, we're happy to participate and happy to be a part of this program and do what we do best, make yummy things and feed people.
Life tastes good over there.
Life does taste good.
Well, that's great.
I'll stop slouching.
Those are great stories, guys, and we love hearing that. I think we might bring we got someone else here that we can bring in to add a little bit to this conversation. Oh, who is that? Do you guys know who that is?
Hello, Mayor Schieve.
Mayor Hilary. So, Mayor Hilary Schieve's going to talk to us a little bit about some of the stuff going on. Guys, we're going to say goodbye to you right now, but we didn't want to just kick you off before you could see and talk to the mayor. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for everything you guys are doing, and keep up the good work. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Oops.
That was so inspiring in so many ways. And talking about rooting for Reno, we have one of the loudest cheerleaders with us right now, Mayor Hilary Schieve. Out of your busy day, you're joining Get Virtual to be able to share some words of wisdom to your community.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be here. It's nice to actually socialize. I'm on the phone all day long, so it's just nice to see your guys' faces. But I mean, isn't that incredible? I just love Root Bourbon and Rounds Bakery. They're always giving back to our community. I mean, I'm lucky. This is just the home spirit that we have here in Reno, and so I'm incredibly thankful. So, but they're not on my screen anymore, but I love them. Thank you so much for all they do in the community. But that, I mean, it's been a really, really rough, I would say, last 15 days. Certainly, I think we start to reevaluate what we're grateful for and the things that we take for granted. We were talking about it earlier, just having a beer with a friend or going to a concert or those kinds of things. But Reno is an incredible community. Everyone just steps up when you ask them to. And I just think, a lot's going to change moving forward where we're going to be so grateful for one another. But I'm blessed because I was born and raised in this city, and people just are constantly giving back. I'm just floored at how much our community does for one another. And that's amazing to see, certainly in times like this, right?
I bet. So now, obviously, you talked to quite a few different people out there. Any stories? Obviously, what we heard today with this Feed Our Heroes is amazing. But is there any other story you'd like to bring up that maybe you've heard of that people don't know about? That another great positive thing that you've seen?
Yeah, there are so many. I get them daily, but I think right now, especially when people are isolating at home, it's really, really hard on our seniors, because I get to interact with a lot of them at the senior center. And I want to just, thank some of my team, like Councilman Devin Reese and Councilwoman Naomi Jardin. They've been checking in on our seniors and dropping off groceries at their front door and making sure that, they have supplies and the things that they need, because it's also really hard for our seniors to be mobile, right? So I get to see, sort of behind the scenes what a lot of people are, doing throughout the community. I had a man from San Francisco today call me, and he said, I don't live in Reno, but I love Reno, and where can I donate money to? I was like, I'm like, well, then you got to move up here. He goes, I will after this.
Yeah.
But I just was like, wow, that was really cool. Just showing the love in California for Reno. So that was cool.
I wonder how many other mayors get a call like that from someone saying, I'm not from Albuquerque, but I love Albuquerque. Can I give you some money? I don't see that happening a lot. I just don't. Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't tell them in Palo Alto. Let's not tell them.
We'll delete that part. Okay. Nothing against Albuquerque. We love Albuquerque. I love that city. It's
right. Reiterate that. I'm so grateful. I think this is the time to be grateful. But if there's one thing, people ask me all the time, they say, Mayor, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And so I'm very lucky in that sense. And I would just say, right now, what you can do for us, all of us, you can do it for your city, you can do it for your country right now, and that's to stay at home, because our response is really going to dictate this outcome. And, on the very serious side, we have to remember that we're kind of going into that peak time of when we could hit the surge. And so we want to really make sure that we are doing everything we can to make sure that we are not spreading this virus, because it's so incredibly contagious. So I think, right now, if there's one thing that you can do for Nevada, for all of us across the country and your city, stay at home and do more cocktail hours and shows like this. And so
I'm going to paraphrase what you said. So you basically told me to stay home and drink beer on my couch.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to tell my wife that. I'm going to, you know what? Mayor Schieve said I've got to sit at home and drink beer.
Right. Hashtag Mayor made me do it.
Yes.
Blame me. Everything's my fault anyway. I get blamed for the weather. I get blamed for, the outcome of sporting events. So it's all my fault. So just make sure you just blame me.
No problem.
Revival virtually.
Right. So true.
Thanks so much for those positive words. And I think that's, some great advice. And we really appreciate you taking the time to come out here and talking to people about this. And, it is a real important message. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys take care.
No worries.
Stay safe. Stay well.
All
You
right.
too. Bye.
That's awesome. I love the fact that the mayor, she's telling me to drink beer and sit on my couch. That's like a dream come true.
And I think what's wonderful is right before that we were talking about the sewing kit programs and everything that's kind of filtering through Reno as well as in Tahoe and Carson Valley, and there's these kits and things. So it's like you could be drinking beer and the next kids craft is going to be sewing masks.
Yeah,
it's a win-win.
It is. It's a great win-win. So, obviously there's a lot of different things out there you can find out online and different things. And obviously we'd like trying to bring these ideas to you. And if you have a great idea, let us know. What's the best way for people to get in contact with us, Megan? So if we have things going on here.
I'm just so happy. I mean, it's so uplifting and we need that right now. So if you have any incredible stories that you'd like to share of businesses that please email us at Reno at planmygetaway.com. Subject line, get virtual. We want to hear all about it so we can keep these shows going. And again, hopefully you feel motivated to do things to support others as well. Shout out to our show sponsors to be able to cross post on their pages would be Design on Edge and the Reno Engineering Group with Courtney Meredith and Britton Griffith. So thank you to all who've tuned in, all who've interacted, reacted. This is rooting for everyone here.
Don't forget about Rounds Bakery. And Feed Our Heroes, also out there, great guests. And, of course, Mayor Hilary, who took the time to actually come in and talk to us and tell us some great stories. So we love that.
Thanks for watching Get Virtual.
See you later.